It's our best friend that says, do this now, don't do this now, plan this then, and then you can organize and prioritize all of the tasks that we have to do. I mean, think about it. We do a lot of stuff in a day. Now we got to take
Yeah.
our vitamins.
Listen,
A lot
that is a lot of responsibility to take vitamins, okay? That's
just to take
why,
vitamins.
I mean, just to take a vitamin and then have to do all the other things. That's why honestly I stopped wearing makeup because I gotta take vitamins and do my face. Let me just
Right.
find a way to minimize
Mhm.
all of this extra responsibility so I can manage my time. Because honey, it takes me like 3 hours to do my face. I mean, you talking about somebody making sure you are beat to
Oh
the
God.
heavens. You are
Oh
three
God.
hours. And I'm not about to wake up 3 hours earlier so I can
Mm-mm.
do my face. I just said, God, give me something that I can just be able to
Mhm.
do. Pop on some lips, get your lashes done, and you're good.
And a little
So,
laugh, and you're good. There it is.
hello, 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 entre leaders, and happy Wednesday. Welcome to the 19th episode of the Leaders Lab podcast. I'm so excited because, as you can see right here, I have the lovely Mrs. Deon Stokes back with us for a very special episode. Deon, thank you for coming back today.
Thank you for having me. I am so excited to be here. I mean, that is the biggest understatement ever. Ecstatic, elated. I mean, there's another adjective to describe it, I'm sure. But thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. You know, we've been talking more about being multi-passionate, multi-hyphenate entrepreneurs, and just how you really can do all the things. But you absolutely have to manage your time. You know, you have to be able to manage your time. And the way we do that is through planning and organization and whew. And then, I mean, it can really be overwhelming to have so much on your plate if you don't properly plan, right?
It sure can be. You know, as women, we really think that we can do it all. Like, I don't know of a thing I can't do. Like, I was in a strategic planning meeting today. And we're talking about all this tech stuff. And I was like, yeah, and I know how to do this. Da, 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 da. I mean, our mind is really there, but truly, we're asked to do so much. Stay spiritually grounded, show up beautiful. I mean, aesthetically pleasing. We got to drink water. We got to lose weight. We got to watch our weight. We got to brush our teeth. We got to floss. We got to drink. Just like I say, drink water. We got to plan. We got to show up at the drink water. We got to plan. We got to show up at the meeting. We got to wear heels. We have to do all the things that come along with being a woman every 28 days. Y'all, we have a lot of responsibilities. When I say there's a million plates spinning at any given moment, and we handle it, and there's times that those plates fall. And we need something to help us to catch it. And that's a planner. It's our best friend that says, do this now, don't do this now, plan this then, and then you can organize and prioritize all of the tasks that we have to do. I mean, think about it. We do a lot of stuff in a day. Now we got to take
Yeah.
our vitamins.
Listen,
A lot
that is a lot of responsibility to take vitamins, okay? That's
just to take
why,
vitamins.
I mean, just to take a vitamin and then have to do all the other things. That's why honestly I stopped wearing makeup because I gotta take vitamins and do my face. Let me just
Right.
find a way to minimize
Mhm.
all of this extra responsibility so I can manage my time. Because honey, it takes me like 3 hours to do my face. I mean, you talking about somebody making sure you are beat to
Oh
the
God.
heavens. You are
Oh
three
God.
hours. And I'm not about to wake up 3 hours earlier so I can
Mm-mm.
do my face. I just said, God, give me something that I can just be able to
Mhm.
do. Pop on some lips, get your lashes done, and you're good.
And a little
So,
laugh, and you're good. There it is. I feel
so
you.
today, everyone, on the podcast, especially if you're watching the video podcast version on YouTube, we have a special treat for you today. We are doing a plan with me segment. I am so excited about this because my first experience with a plan with me segment was back in um, 2015, 2016. when
Mm-hmm.
I was actually searching on YouTube. A friend of mine, she had introduced me to I said this name last week. I'm gonna say it again because I believe that Ambition Planner is like going to be competition for this company, but the Erin Condren Planner. And so
Mm-hmm.
I was searching, like I had this big old thick school book encyclopedia type of planner that I'm just like, I have so many pages and I have so many things to do. I need to know how to, like, work everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I went on YouTube because aside from Google and Pinterest, YouTube is the largest search engine on
Right.
the
Mhm.
planet. You
Oh
have
yeah.
Google, Pinterest, and YouTube. If you want to search for anything, those are the three top search engines that people, look for stuff on. And so I went to YouTube and I found these moms, and I'm not even a mom, but I found these moms who they had Erin Condren planners, and they weren't showing their faces. They were literally just showing their planners
Mm-hmm.
top down, writing in them. And I'm like, oh, wow. They had their washi tape out. They had their stickers. They had everything. They had markers. And I'm just like, this is a real thing. That was my induction into the planner community.
Yeah, yeah, that's amazing. And it's so relaxing. You know how people watch things to relax. Watching people plan out their days and their thoughts, all of those things, no face necessary, no music, just thoughts and washi tape and markers and all of that. It's very therapeutic. And so I love that you found a channel like that because now it's brought you here where you're like, I've graduated from an Erin Condren to an ambition planner. Okay.
Okay.
You
I've
even make this
graduated.
We've graduated, honey. But then you've also looked into digital planners and other mediums of planning, which is amazing. There's so many out there.
Yeah. And like I said in last week's episode, for me, I went from carrying around big planners to when I moved overseas, I'm just like, I want to take this with me. And I always kept it in my purse in the States. I want to take it with me, but I'm not wearing big purses as I travel around the world because it draws attention. And then a mugger come up, and then not only will they take my money, but they're gonna take my future because they got my planner too. Like, like, give me my planner back. Can I have my planner
Keep the
back?
wallet. Keep
So,
the passport.
I mean, dang, keep the
That's
passport. Just can I have my planner, please?
planner, right?
And so I needed to find a way to have all of the excitement of a planner, all of the
Mhm.
capabilities of a planner, but in my pocket, like
Yeah,
with me, something that was flat, something that still had all of the hundreds and thousands of pages, it seemed like, but
yeah,
just compact. And for me, the game completely changed when I was introduced to digital planners after I purchased my iPad in 2018. And
yeah.
so that, and then so
Change.
I went back to
Mm.
YouTube,
Right.
digital
Mm.
planner. And here we had, now at that time, it really wasn't, there weren't a lot of digital planners. There were, like I said, sellers on Etsy who they basically, I felt like what they did was take planner pages that they were going to print and make
Yeah.
PDF versions and like mend them all together so that you can
Yeah.
kind of have like a digital planner. And I was introduced to the world of GoodNotes. And
Yeah.
I had already been a fan of Evernote, but it's not the
Hmm.
same. It is
It's not at
not
all.
the same.
No,
And I
no.
was introduced to Notability. So when I heard that you had a digital planner,
Yeah.
because, I'm just like, first I'm like, Ambition Planner. I wonder if she ships to China. Like, I wonder if she
And we
ships to
do
China.
flat rate
And,
shipping to China. Hmm.
and then I
$20.
saw you have a digital. I was
Yes.
just like, oh, well,
Instant.
now we're in business. So
We're in
tell
instant
me
business.
about your last week we talked about the story of how you created the planner and how, the ambition planner came to be. But what was the thing that made you say, hey, let's not forget about, this new kind of addition to the community, to the planning community of a digital planner?
Yeah, I am a problem solver. We were speaking before this episode started, you guys, about me being a pleaser. I like for people to have what they want. I like what I want. So you know the meme that's going around that's like, can you look in the back for it? I'm that girl. That's like, but what's wrong with that? Is this a joke? Because I actually ask people to look in the back for it because I want what I want. And I wanted our people to have exactly what they want. If our girl wants a
Wow.
digital planner, I want her to be able to have it. If she wants a physical one, if she wants to be able to have washi tape for her digital planner and digital stickers and different covers that she can change out every week, every day of the week. If she wants that, I want to be able to give it to her. And I am just a person that loves to solve a problem. And I saw that as a problem. Again, if I go to a restaurant, I ask to substitute this pasta for that pasta and this sauce for that sauce, and because it's like, what I want. And I wanted our women to be able to have their desire. If I have some ladies who have our physical planner and also have a digital planner, and they use them together. So they use the physical planner just strictly for goal setting, strictly for the budget sections, and for their weekly check-ins. That's it. They do all of their other parts of their planning inside of their digital planners, like their day over day and things like that, because it toggles with their computer, with their calendar on Google and all of those things. And that's how they use it. So if I'm able to say one woman is able to have all the things that she wants, I'm
Oh,
happy.
awesome. Okay, well, I am she and she is me. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So thank you
Mhm.
for that.
Yes, ma'am.
So today, now we talked about how we have the 90-day planners, and we
Mhm.
have a special announcement towards the end of the episode about the
Yeah.
90-day planner and something new that's going to be coming out
Mhm.
this month. So I'm really excited about that. But
Yes.
what we are going to do is we're actually going to jump right into the plan with me. So Deon has her planner on standby, her paper planner.
Yes.
And I have my digital planner that I'm going to show. Now, I could use this in good notes, or I could use it in notability, but I think I'm going to be using notability for this at the moment. So as you all can see, all right, as you all can see, here is the digital version of the planner. And what we're going to do first is I'm going to let Deon kind of walk us through the paper planner, and then we'll come in and I'll let her kind of guide me through the digital planner as well. So let's see. Let's go ahead and get Deon up here. All
Yeah.
right. So it's all
Take
you.
it away. All right. Well, our paper planners, we actually created 3 covers for our paper planners. And so we call them physical planners. We have the one of one in pink. And this planner really represents the woman that is unique. She stands out in a crowd. Everyone can be the same, but she's one that really wanted to stand out. We have our pink and gold. Pink and gold represents just our life. It doesn't end, it has no beginning. It's slightly chaotic, but it makes sense to us. And I love the idea of GOAL''D because we're always gold diggers, gold chasers, not diggers, I'm sorry, we're gold chasers, but we are also very much goal driven. So that is what this planner represents, as being the goal driven female. And then we have the mother. Oh, hell, the queen mother of ambition herself. This
Wow.
planner is sold out.
And it's
She
gorgeous.
is gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous, you guys. We do not have this planner in the hardcover any longer, which is what I am showing you today. Our hardcover planners have the gold edges. We have our signature gold wire on all of our planners. We do still have it in our soft cover. And I will tell you, our soft cover planners are buttery, silky to touch, ultra luxe. Like everyone that gets our hardcover is like, I love the hardcover planners, but there's something luxe and durable about that soft cover planner. The hardcover planners come in at 7.5, sorry, a 7 by 10, which is also a B5. And then the soft cover planners are A4, and they're a traditional paper size, an 8.5 by 11. So I'm going to walk you through some of the very basic, high level parts of our physical planner, so that oh, there she is. Oh, I love this planner cover.
I I wanted to show your digital cover that's exactly like the other. I
Yes.
was trying to put you up here with it though, so let me see if I can do that again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there we go. There we go. So we have the Queen
Absolutely.
Mother. It's called the Queen Mother, right?
The queen mother of ambition.
Oh gosh, that's so gorgeous.
She,
Look at it.
she's the queen mother of ambition, and this is our 2.0 version of Queen Mother of Ambition. We had our very first one. She sold out as well. when we first launched this company less than a year ago, she sold out in less than a month. I mean, it
Wow.
was hotcakes, cross buns. It was crazy. And so my genius idea was like, I'm gonna double down and order 3 times as many covers of the hardcover and 3 times as many of the soft cover on the Queen Mother because she's popular and still sold out.
Wow.
So I'm excited that women want to have the Queen Mother of Ambition represent them in their day-to-day activities. Pulling this out of your purse, out of your catch-all is a true statement. I mean, it's
Wow.
eye-catching. It's absolutely stunning. This soft pink, like I said, the hardcover is ultra durable, but that I can't call it leather because it's not leather. I can't call it
Okay.
leatherette because it's not that. But it sure
Okay.
feels like it is so
Okay.
luxy, smooth, soft. In our soft cover, absolutely love that. And we do still have that in stock. And I hate to say for a limited time. And I'm not even trying to scare you, like, but it goes. And we do a large volume of that every single day. And like I
And
said, the hardcover is there she is. Look at
now what
that.
about this one?
Beautiful, beautiful. I love One of One. She was actually my first cover that I personally designed because I just feel like one of these little dots. I've never been one to want to stand out. I mean, sorry, to blend in. And I don't know anybody that does. I mean, we're women. We wear our hair the way we do. We wear bold lipstick. We love lashes. We have curves. We wear clothes that aren't just black because we want to stand out in a crowd. And so for that reason, I wanted to create a planner that represented that girl.
I love it. I
Yeah.
honestly, I wouldn't have really paid that much attention to the fact that, hey, there are like 4 dots that are, just strategically placed. I just would have been like, oh, that's cute
That's
because,
pretty.
because I'm looking. But now I see it. It's like, oh, okay, no, there are certain women, there are certain
Yeah.
ambitious women who are amongst the rest of the world, the rest of the population, and they just literally stand out,
Yeah.
and I mean, it's
Mhm.
just that's gorgeous. Okay, so I
Thank
got
you.
that. What about now? I think this is the one that you said is like gold D. Instead of
Yes.
saying gold digger, it's
The
gold.
gold. GOAL''D. And
Wow,
so you're both golden and you're also goal driven. And
I
it's
love
just is a beautiful way to say that I am all of those women. I can be golden, I can be dainty and rare, and I can also be a hustler. I can be cutthroat when I need to. I can be all of that. And what I love though, Charity, is that so many, our second highest viewed page on our website are the backstories for each of our planners. So individuals love to go to our website just to see the stories behind the covers, and they have their own page. They have their own URL, and each of them have
it.
their own stories because individuals like to know where they came from and how they were birthed. And that is the pink and gold was definitely one that I just felt like I saw myself in these lines. Is that it may not make sense to you, but trust me, it's going to be beautiful at the end of it. It's going to create a work of art, but it may not make sense to you. Let me, hear me out, and it will turn into a masterpiece.
I love it. I love it. And then there's this baby.
Yes. Yes. So our digital planners have 2 additional covers that do not come in hard or soft cover planners, which I think is super dope because our digital girls have the option to change out their cover whenever they want, which I love. And so this cover is called, I've forgotten the name.
Should be
It's
called Unforgettable. It's unforgettable.
unforgettable. I love it. We're gonna call her unforgettable. Why? You guys, it's been a long Monday for me, a long Tuesday for me. I'm here in the United States, and Miss Charity's over in China on a whole different day. I apologize. I cannot remember her name, but I remember the fact that we came up with her because she reminded us of a jewel-toned phone case in a meeting that we had in our very last meeting that we had before COVID happened, and
Okay.
or we were no longer in our office, and it was a girl that had case and she was just so on the go and so about her business and about her life, and we wanted to be able to capsulize that. Like, we didn't know what life was about to be like, but we found out soon enough, and it was one of the pretty things that we saw before we were then all isolated. And I'm
Wow.
sorry, I just cannot remember her name, but she's gorgeous and she means a lot. She has a very strong name because it's very pixelated. It's kind of a kaleidoscope of different
Yeah.
shapes and colors, but all outlined and traced in gold.
Yeah, she's gorgeous. She's absolutely
Yes.
gorgeous. Well, all right. So, ladies and gents, you have just received the backstory of the planner covers. And now what we're going to do, I'm going to turn it over to, if you see, I'm going to scroll all the way through, go back to the very top for this planner for me. And I am going to turn it over to Deon so she can walk us through her planner. So let me see
Okay.
if I can come back to her. And Deon, you can go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. So each of our planners start with just who this planner belongs to. Mine says the boss. I've been called that for 16 years. It seems like it's kind of my first name. And so we have our introduction page. One page that I want to take a second and really identify as our SMART goal page. Everything that we do in all of our planners and is part of our signature is to prepare each of your goals using the SMART methodology. So we utilize this infographic here just to remind you exactly what a SMART goal is. I used to create goals without using this methodology all the time. And when I tell you 100% of the time, my goals failed because they were not specific. They were not measurable. They were not obtainable, relevant, nor timely. I used to make
Wow.
my goals. I used to say today, I'm going to build a new website for whatever project that I was working on. Okay, is it specific? Are you going to build the whole website or a piece of it? Is it measurable?
Mm,
Ma'am, the whole
mm,
thing. You're going to put 7 pages today. Obtainable? Absolutely not. Relevant? Perhaps it's relevant, but is it actually going to be timely? Like, how much time is it going to take you to do this? When you take that same idea of building a website and you use the SMART methodology to create it, you can say, I'm going to build the homepage of my website. I'm going to take the next 2.5 hours to do so. Is that obtainable? Absolutely, because I have from this time to this time to do it within. Is it relevant? If I get this homepage done, I'll be able to launch it. And then at least this part of it can go live. Taking your ideas and placing them against this SMART goal methodology changes everything because then you're able to step back and say, I want to lose 15 pounds. Okay, no problem. Let's get specific. How long is it going to take you to lose it? Well, by next week? No. So let's get specific. How are you going to do that? How measurable is it? Obtainable, relevant, and timely. So everything that you see in our planners will utilize and reference the SMART goal methodology, which is why we put this page here and it's so, so important.
I
Then
love it.
whenever you come to the very first pages here, you actually are able to list your personal 90-day goals. This is something that I tell individuals to read, review, pray about, and come back to complete because it is truly
Wow.
nothing to be taken lightly. We're talking about using the SMART goal method to identify your top 3 most ambitious goals that you want to accomplish over the next 90 days. So in January, here's a funny story. In January, I said, here's the 15-pound goal uh, example. I want to lose 15 pounds. Okay. So I said, I wrote it out. I started writing it down. Is it measurable? Yes. This is my action steps. I'm going to do dot, 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 dot. I'm going to get on this Peloton and here's my accountability partner. And this is my objective. And this is what I'm going to do. And this is my start date and my completion date. And the thing of it is that when I was completing this, I didn't actually take time to ensure that I was measuring how I was going to do this. Because if I say 15 pounds, what does that equate every single month? If I'm going to do that every single month, do I start every month? Am I taking weekends off? Am I doing these things? And then am I going to track that? I didn't take the time that it needed to complete this section. And unfortunately, at the end of first quarter, at the first 90 days, which was in March of this year, I did not meet my goal. But I did not follow these steps accordingly. And I rushed through this process thinking, yeah. I created this, y'all. And I was like, yeah. I know exactly what to do. And I know da. It's a serious thing. So take the time that is necessary to really write out those goals.
Love
Your
it.
next page here is going to say, what is your primary affirmation for your next 90 days? I absolutely love this section because
Yeah.
we really focus on affirmations. And there should be a mantra that you have for the next 90 days. And what is that for you? And
I
so
love that.
space that you say, this is what I'm going to live by for the next 90 days. What are your spiritual goals, your mental health goals, self-care and physical, and your professional goals? Writing those things out here just keeps your idea on these bullets as you go throughout the remainder of your planner. One question here at the bottom, which I absolutely love, is what will success look like? And when you're asked that question, it is so interesting that we all have different ideas of success.
Yeah.
Success to
Yeah.
some individuals mean that I have X amount of dollars in the bank. Success to some individuals means I stuck and I drinking a gallon of water every day. What will success look like for you at the end of your 90 days? Taking the time again, this is not something that you just whiz through and that you can answer quickly. These are questions that you actually have to take time and truly, truly consider before completing.
I
So,
love it. And also for those of you who are wondering if the digital planner has that, it has all of it. And she's going to take me through in a moment to see it. But honestly, that what will success look like? When I saw that as I played in the planner over the weekend, I
yeah.
was like, oh, she really thought of it all.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for that. I did. Because if I even start with what success would look like, I can actually work backwards better. Because if
Whew.
success would actually be this, let me work towards what success is for me. So does that mean that I'm going to be able to not eat sweets for this 90 days or for even a month out of the 90 days? One of the things that we really specify is that every goal is not for the complete 90 days. Sometimes it's just for 30. So if it is that I'm taking a break for social media, or that I'm reducing the amount of alcohol that I drink, or that I'm going to work out, or that I'm going to stay spiritually grounded, or whatever that is, whatever that big goal is for you. These aren't little
Yeah.
goals. I'm talking about big goals.
Yeah.
Whatever that is for you, what does success look like? Now
Yeah.
let's work backwards to meet success. Sometimes it's just that easy.
Love
Oftentimes.
it. Love
So
it.
now we get to our budget section. Budgeting is so important, you guys. I spoke about this at the last. I was on charities on the leadership lab. Yeah, I said it right. Thank you. The leadership lab, I'm reminding myself, is that I talk about watching your money, watching your pocket. You got to keep your eye on your pocket. And if you don't know where your money is, you don't know how to spend it wisely. The very important first thing that we have here is tithing. Tithing is 10% of your income. And I will tell you this very short story. I had a lady who purchased our planner, and she DM'd me on Instagram and said, can I ask you a question? What is tithe? And so I told her what tithe was, and she said, thank you. And that was all that I heard from her. So I thought about the lady for a few days, and slowly as time happened, she just slipped my mind. Well, a
Mm.
few weeks later, she wrote me back, and maybe it was a little over a month later. She wrote me back and said, "Thank you so much for explaining to me what tithe was. I tithe for the very first time in my whole life because you explained it to me, and I have watched my life change. I've watched miracles happen in my life because I gave what was not mine back to the Lord."
Wow.
Guys, when I tell you, every time I think of her, every
Wow.
time I say that, it gives me chills because this is more than just a planner. This is my ministry. This is
Yeah.
something that means so much more to me than just women achieving their goals. This is a lesson that I would really love to leave with women so that they never forget the importance of Malachi 3:10. It is, you
Come
have
on.
to give this 10% to the Lord. It's not yours. But when I talk about giving that and watch it bubble over and watch the windows of heaven and watch it be shaken down and pressing together and all the good things, that
Yes.
starts right here. And so I put it at the very top. It's the very first thing that you take out of everything that hits your bank account. We have that conversation a lot. Is it off my taxes? Did it hit your bank account? All right. Well, sounds like you're going to need to tithe on it. Is it off unemployment? Well,
Did it
if
hit
it's
your bank account?
hit your bank account, that's the
Ha.
question. Because people get the increase different. Is it an increase? Well, I kind of already paid taxes on my taxes. I already paid tithe on taxes. Da, 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 da. Is it an increase? Did it hit your bank account? Boom. It's not going to hurt you. That's the thing. It's only going to help you. And so those are the things that I feel like come before your rent, your mortgage, your phone, your daycare, any of these other things that you have here. They also leave a lot of
Love it.
space on the bottom because we have a lot of different lifestyles. Some
Yeah.
of us don't have childcare. Some of us believe in more entertainment than anything else, or student loans. Because Sally Mae, she's probably right under tithe with me.
Girl, listen.
Good old Sally. And so So we have a full budget page that we plan out every single month. It is also undated, you guys. I want to start. This is where our undated features really start in our planner. Is that you can pick this up today, start it in May, put it down, pick it back up in July, put it down, pick it back up in September, and never feel like you lost a dime because you're right on task, you're right on top of things, you're ready to roll. Here we have our horizontal spreads. Love a good horizontal spread so that you can write out all the things. Like I just talked about taxes. Tax day for us that had to do an extension comes up on the 17th of May. Um, and then you have your times written out here. All of this is undated. This is a great place for you to be able to write in your major appointments. I have a dentist appointment on this day. I have this task on this day. We plan out a lot of our sales and things like that that we're doing for the year, for this month in this space. Plenty of to-do pages. I spoke about this a little bit last week, but this is where you do your brain dump. Every single Sunday, I open one of these pages and I start dumping. Every single Sunday, I say, this is what I need to do. I need to get these things done. I need to get this done. I need to plan for this. I take everything that I can think of that I didn't even do last week, the week before. I put it on this page, and then I start plotting that to my weeks. So then I take that and then I say, okay, so here's Tuesday. I need to get these things done on this day. Or here's my Monday. So that was on Sunday. I do all my brain dump. Here we go. Now, what am I going to do at 7 a.m.? I'm going to work out. I got this 15-pound goal. It ain't going to lose itself. Okay. I need to make sure that before that I spend time with God. Schedule it. Be intentional about the time that you spend with God. And then at 9 o'clock, I have my first meeting. At 10 o'clock, I'm going to do that. If you go ahead and start etching out your day, when something tries to interfere your time, you can reclaim your time by saying, I don't have time for that meeting. I would have time on Tuesday for that because I've plotted out what my week is going to look like. So when someone says, can we do this at this time on this date? And they're acting like their issue or their emergency is my emergency, I can easily say, I don't have time to do it that day. And I'm being completely honest because I have goals and intention and I've planned my life with that same intention. Undated, our lifestyle. You write in your affirmation, keeps you spiritually grounded throughout the day. I love keeping something. Our planner is the most culturally and spiritually inclusive planner on the market. And I love being able to boast that because this is not just a planner for Christians. It's not just a planner for Muslims. It's a planner for absolutely everyone. They can find their spirituality here inside of our planners. And then here's those SMART goals again. What are your daily SMART goals? I'm not talking about that big, giant goal. I'm talking about that little goal that you want to get done today. And then you wrap up with your vocabulary word at the end. Our pages are all divided. In between, you have beautiful, just things that just remind you that you're amazing. As divider pages that go throughout the planner. And then you start working your way to some of our back pages. In the back of our planner, you have a vision board. This is where you're able to plan your vision board for the next 90 days. I suggest creating a vision board 4 times a year because your vision should change as you start accomplishing these goals. It shouldn't be for the whole year. You should be able to start checking these things off of your list. That's one thing. That's one reason that we put it in the back of our planner. The second reason is that I would always create my vision board and hang it up, but it was in an obscure place because it didn't belong, out in public where everyone could see it, or it didn't go with my, decor in maybe my bedroom. So I would put it in my closet, maybe behind my door in my closet, or in the opening door of my linen closet or something like that. And I would never see it again. We designed the Ambition Planner to put your vision board inside your planner so that every time you picked it up, you felt it. Every time you had to flip back to these back pages, you were able to see it. It's so important to keep your vision forever ahead in front of you. And then lastly, we have our affirmation directory. I think I told you guys last week that a friend of mine was doing her affirmations with her daughter, and I was watching her recite these affirmations with her daughter, and I was like, I'm going to start practicing that when I get home. And you guys, I stood in that mirror for way too long, not having the words to affirm myself. And so I decided to put an affirmation directory in the back of every single ambition planner so that in the days that you don't have the words to affirm yourself, you could simply come here to the back of this planner and find the words that speak to your spirit, that speak to who you are as an individual, and be able to fill those in. And they are also outlined, so that if you're feeling grateful, if you're feeling ambitious, if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling great, you know, any of those things, if you're feeling like you need guidance, you can find all of those affirmations here in the Ambition Planner.
I love it. And I've actually looked
Awesome.
through some of those affirmations, and I was like, "Oh, I'm definitely adding these to my collection." Because you know,
Oh,
I've
yes.
been I have some affirmations that I have recorded that I give
I love that.
to anyone who signs up on my on my DrCharityTV.com website. And so you get a
Yeah.
free download that comes to you, and it comes in the form of an ebook plus an audio format of me just saying these declarations basically. And, I believe when you're a believer, affirmations mean something a little bit differently for you, because we
Mhm.
don't take them on as just like, sayings that we are affirming for ourselves, but we literally take on them as the form of a prayer. And
Yeah.
so it's like a declaration, it's literally a
Mhm.
declarative prayer that
Yes. Mhm.
this is going to be done, and it is so, amen, it's sealed now. And so not only is my affirmation for myself sealed, but so is my destiny, so is my purpose. So
Yeah.
so when I saw these affirmations, and they were nothing like, they were completely different from mine, because you know how like you might find some affirmations like, oh, that's kind of similar to
Mm.
mine, so I don't really
Yeah.
need it. But these were they were unique. They were
Yeah.
very unique. And I
Yeah.
said, okay, well, I'm going to add these to the affirmations that I say on a daily basis, because I I believe, and I laugh every time I say this, because I'm like, oh, you're so churchy and you're just
Oh,
so
yeah.
like,
It's
but
me,
I
girl.
honestly believe an affirmation a day will help you see what you say.
Mm.
Um, that's just like,
Affirmation will help you see what you say. Yes, sir.
that's
I
just,
love it.
I mean, for me, and I remember, because I was like, God, I want something catchy to say about my affirmations, because, I've been actually saying affirmations since 2011.
Wow.
2011, from a book, Commanding Your Morning, by an amazing woman, Dr. Cindy Trim.
Mm.
And she, like, in the back of her, but she called them activation prayers. And so, but they're all affirmations, literally. And I
Affirmation.
started saying them, and I started seeing my life change over time. And now what I do in order to find affirmations is, when I'm reading books, if
Mhm.
it's something, when I'm reading leadership development books or personal development books, professional development books, and I hear the speaker say something that seems like it would be a very strong affirmation for me,
Mhm.
I take that, and then
Yeah.
I reword it to where it's an affirmation.
That's an
And
I am
so
statement. Mhm.
yeah, I
Mhm.
mean, and it's it works. It works. Affirmations work. So if you're
Yeah.
listening to the Leadership Podcast and you're watching right now, listen to us. I'm telling you, an affirmation a day will help you see what you say. And also, if you're getting if you're getting some value out of this content and you're on YouTube, please go ahead and hit the like button. Share this with those of you who are in the planning community, whether it's paper planner or digital planner. We're all connected. And then also, don't forget to subscribe to Dr. Charity TV. I'm going to take it back to Deon. So Deon, should
Yes.
we go to the digital planner now,
Okay, I'm
or
ready. You're
yeah?
gonna walk us through the digital planner, which you guys is very similar and very unique at the exact same time, which is so it's I hate to say it. Like, you know how people are like, oh, not to toot your own horn, huh? It is pretty dope. We
Mhm,
worked
mhm.
very hard to ensure that we were covering the things that our women wanted, the things that they wanted to see, the items that meant the most to them. And so I'm super proud of this product. So I'm excited for you to share that with us today, Charity. I
All
am.
right.
Yeah,
Well,
it is.
let's
There's
go
Miss
ahead and
Sparkle.
get it going. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all see, trying to be fancy. Trying to
Mm-hmm.
be really fancy. But okay, I'm going to just go straight into this, and I'll scroll through as you tell us
Yeah.
about it.
Absolutely. So this is the cover sparkles. This was the last of the five covers that come with your digital planner package. And when you get your digital planner, it comes with it. I mean, we have our copywriter is very detailed with directions, which I
Okay.
absolutely loved. And so she gave explicit directions on how to download, how to unpack. It comes in a zip folder, and everybody's scared of zip folders, but the instructions are seamless. Every time we try them ourselves, they absolutely work. And so you get those instructions, you are able to unpack your PDF of your digital planner, import it into either QuickNotes or Notability. There are some other platforms that are out there, but those are the two that I highly, highly, highly recommend. And I know that Charity is actually using Notability today,
Yes.
which is
And I
perfect.
do
It's
have, I
absolutely
also have Good Notes in case anyone wants to know what it looks like. On Good Notes,
mhm.
if I come over here, this is what it looks like on Good Notes. I have it in landscape mode, but if I turn it in portrait mode, let me see here. If I just position it in portrait mode, then, this is what the planner looks like just for the cover page. And then, I'll turn it back this way so you can see it's out. So this is Good Notes. I generally use Good Notes for my planning, but this is just something else to add. Notability seems to have, with the updates, they have a lot more customized. Like I can do a lot of customized features with this, as far as like
Oh,
changing colors, which you can do on Good Notes, but it's just I don't know. Notability has seemed to up their game when it comes to doing certain features. So,
I love
um,
that. Yeah, I didn't know
yeah, and,
that.
and I appreciate that so much. So I'm going to, it says this planner belongs to. So
Yeah,
while Deonna's walking us through, I'm just going to go ahead and zoom in right here. And I'm going to write my name because this is my planner. Okay.
this is yours.
Mine. Okay.
Mine, all yours, all yours. And this is a space that we really love to write our name in our ownership in our products. You know what I mean? So that again, if something happens to it, you can have it returned to you. But it also just shows like I've started this at this time, and I'm gonna finish it at this time. So I love that you added your handle. That's cute. I love it. Mhm. So I've
Thank
seen
you.
individuals add the date where in on this second line. And so I love that you added your handle. That's super, super dope.
I
So
will do that.
along the rim, the outside, oh, there you go. She's adding
What
the
is
date.
today's date?
The 10th, the 11th for you. It's the 11th for you. There you
Oh,
go.
so I noticed something before you.
Yes.
I don't know if this is something that you're going to mention, but I just noticed something here.
Yeah.
Um, what are the little tabs up here for? Now I
Oh,
know
the
what they are,
pen.
but I'm acting as if I don't. So you see, like
Okay.
we have these
Yeah.
tabs up here.
Yes. So all of these tabs here are hyperlinked to the specific areas in which they're noted. So month one, month two, month three are going to take you to your planning pages. This takes you
Oh,
first page that you're going to land is your horizontal page here. What I love about our planners is that if you scroll right above this charity, is right above this section, you're going to have your table of contents. So this is your complete
okay.
index of where everything is. I believe, let's try this, that these are also hyperlinked. So if you hit monthly budget, will it take you to monthly budget on the index page? Yes, it
Yes,
does.
it did. Yes, it
So
did.
when you're at that index page at the very top, across the top, you have index, month one, month two, month three. It will take you directly to the sections that it says. So you don't have to actually flip through all whatever 300 pages that are offered inside of the planner. I thought that
Wow.
was absolutely wonderful way to be able to hop around your planner very, very seamlessly. But
Yeah.
then on the side of your planner, you have the additional layouts. So you have 21, 21, 2020 on the side, which is going to take you to your calendar at a glance area here.
Uh-huh.
You also have a space there where what was the second tab that's on that
Finance.
side? You have your finance tab. So when you
Wow.
click your finance tab, it's going to take you to your budget pages. So if you click
Okay.
month one, if you click your month one there, it's going to take you to your month one. What is your month looking like? Here's a space for you to be able to write all of that information out, keep all of your notes, and then if you there she is right at the top, 10%
Uh-huh. Right
of
there.
your
Huh?
income right there.
Little,
And
little
so
big
she
on it,
comes
but
right. comes absolutely first. Then
I
the
love it.
second, yeah, it's so perfect right there. The second tab you have is your SMART goals. So that is where you're going to have your infographic that we discussed, and you have your set your 90-day goals. That's going to be your big goals for the next 90 days. And then it
Okay.
also has your weekly goals. One thing that I failed to mention was your 90-day reflection. That is actually in our physical planners. I failed to mention that is where you actually close out your 90 days. So this is the space for you to reflect on how you did. It's kind of you giving yourself the opportunity to grade yourself. Like I
Okay.
said, I set my goal to lose my 15 pounds. I lost 7. So was it a fail? No. But did I meet my goal? I didn't. So what happened? And that page is actually what I love because it carried me on to my next 90 days. I was able to
Okay.
look at the things that I did right, things I did wrong, and carry that over. This is the weekly check-in pages are so important. I did not mention them earlier, which I hate that I omitted, but we can do it here. Those
Okay.
weekly check-in pages are where you check in every single week on how you are working towards your overarching 90-day goals.
Okay.
So this is where you say, okay, we're gonna stick on this weight loss goal, right? So my goal is to lose 15 pounds for my over the next 90 days. My
Okay.
week one goal, whenever you click on week one on your weekly check-in, is going to give you the space to identify what ambitious task did you, oh, I'm a little too far from, did you complete? There it is, to contribute to your 90-day goals.
Okay.
This gives you the, so when people say, I forgot what my 90-day goal was, nope, we're going to bring you back here every single week. Well, let's think about that big goal. All right. And so what did you do to work towards that? You're right. I gave up sugar. There it is. Look, in a sad face. So if that is what I did this week, I know I'm on track to potentially reach my 90-day goal. What is the
Okay.
best thing that happened to you this week? What did you learn about yourself this week? This is where you do that big gut check on how
Okay.
my week actually went. How did I grow spiritually? And this is a space for you to look at these little plants here and say,
Oh, look at the plants. Well, they're
yes,
green. So,
they're green.
wow. Oh,
How did I
I
do?
love it.
How did I do? Did I grow? Did I shrink?
Oh,
Did I,
wow.
what did I do?
So is
And
that
did
what
I
this means? The small one means shrink,
shrink? Or did I
and
not grow at all?
okay.
Yeah. And then
Wow.
your large one means that you're growing, you're flourishing, you're thriving, you have new leaves and sprouts. And so, and
Wow.
when you think about your week, you can tell, you know where you are spiritually every week. And it's
Yes,
so important to really just be able to call it out and be truthful about it. How did you,
absolutely.
yeah, did you stay financially focused this week? Oh boy,
Okay.
look at them dollar bills. Did you
Dollar
stick to the
bills. All
dollar
them dollar
bills?
bills.
Did you stick to the goal? Did you save a little? Did you spend a little too much? I know some weeks I'm like, why you just were, you just spent a lot of money this week. And then some weeks that I can be frugal and stay to my budget and all of those things. It makes you very proud of yourself when you're able to do just that.
So, so my question is, the big stack of money right here, does this mean I saved a lot or I spent a lot, or is it open for interpretation?
It's open for interpretation. We actually have had someone else ask us that question. Is that how did I stay focused on my week? I kept all my money in my pocket, therefore I got stacks on stacks on stacks. Or I spent, or I didn't do so well, so I got this dollar left. So
Okay.
it's definitely open to however you interpret how you stay focused on your goals. But traditionally, individuals that have more money stay focused on their goals. I didn't spend as much as I want, that I should as I
Okay.
could have.
So this is
Yeah.
save,
Yep. And this
spend.
is spent.
Uh, okay, I'm
Uh,
just gonna put it like that. All
there it
right.
is.
Oh,
And then
weekly
you
goals.
have your weekly goals. I love these little bubbles because they help keep you honest. What you do? Did you exercise? And Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, right? You got your days. So what day did you exercise? Well, not yesterday and not
No,
today. And I plan on it tomorrow.
I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna do
first.
today. I'm gonna just now. Are you supposed to circle it because some people they're super. They don't want it to be ugly, so they'll do some
Mhm.
extra stuff like since I mean we are doing like a plan with me, right? So they'll do
Yeah.
extra stuff like I want it to be really cute, so let me find like an emoji or something that's like
Hmm.
a check mark. I don't know, like what is this? What is this supposed to be
We
necessarily?
we
Like,
have I've seen
what do the
a
dots
lot.
represent?
They represent in our physical planner the opportunity to kind of like scantron it in. You're just kind of filling your little circle. But what I love is that I have seen my physical planner girls use very small stickers that they lay on top of there, and they have like little check marks, or like you have the emoji here that you're able to resize. You can stick your check mark in there. You can put that the little muscle arm on top of the
I
ones that you
saw it. Yeah.
exercised, and you
Uh-huh.
can. It is for you to have fun with, which
Yeah.
I love. There's enough, in the planner community, we always want to Frankenstein a lot of our a lot of our stuff. So we like to leave it as open as possible so that you
Okay.
can do what you want, franken it up if you want,
She said
interpret it how you
Scantron. You done took me back to the days of grade school,
want. Grade
having to
school.
go in with the Scantron.
My husband's
I
a
love it.
teacher, got that Scantron.
Speaking of
And
stickers, do you have stickers that come with the paper and digital planner? Like, do you have stickers, like specific stickers that can come with both? Like, what's that like?
yeah, we have sticker packs that we sell that actually come with the digital planners, and then we sell additional stickers on our Etsy platform. However, our physical planners do not currently come with stickers, but that
Okay.
is definitely a major stay tuned. We will be definitely releasing stickers in Q4 of this year.
Wow. I want to know what the
I
digital stickers look like. Like I'm like, I wonder what they look like. Like are they little queen mothers
Yes, so
and
all those fun, beautiful things. It should have come in your pack whenever you got your zip file. There are two additional files in there, and one it's either one or two are stickers.
okay. I'll go back and check. I'll go
Yeah,
back and check for
yeah,
that. Knowing me, I may have simply just misplaced it, but I will definitely go back and
yeah.
check for that.
But we were talking about that weekly check-in page, which I'm absolutely love. I'm actually going to open a weekly check-in page here in the physical planner. So in our weekly page, you have the exact same format. You have the how did you grow spiritually? You have your plants here, you have your money, and then like I said, you have this Scantron section where you can identify how did I do with my exercise? How did I do with my water, my self-care, my eating? And then there's a space for you to be able to add your own sections in here. There are sometimes a lot of other things that we may not have identified up here that you will be able to jot down here. And then what top three goals do I have coming up for this week? This is almost mimics in my mind what does success look like for you for this week. So these are my top three goals that I'm really wanting to accomplish this week. I have so many goals that I want to accomplish this week. One of which is to go to bed before midnight. You guys, I am, and I'm not a tinkerer. You know how some people like tinker around and do this and da 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 da. I am a worker. I will sit at this computer, answer emails, troubleshoot an issue, look at our ads, optimize things, pull our reports for the next day, get all of my plans written out. That's why I also created this planner, is because I knew that I was driving myself mentally crazy by not owning my day. When I tell you I am working on this as a goal of mine because I want to be able to practice what I preach. And so that is a major part of the planner, is that I want to be able to set these goals for this week. One of those, like I said, is to go to bed before midnight and not bring my computer to bed with me. Like that is just a no-no. That's one of my other goals for this week, is to reduce my carb intake. We talk about this big 90-day goal that you have, and I know that there's some good carbs, but I'm really a rice and potato kind of girl. So I'm really trying to work on reducing my carbs for this week. And then my very last goal for this week is to make sure and take mental health breaks. I love to be able to take time in the middle of the day and just go for a walk, to unplug from social media, to take time and just be still and quiet. I mean, it is so important just to come within, not talk on the phone, not check emails, not do anything, and just be still, just be quiet. quiet so that you can actually come within and hear your own thoughts and hear the voice of God, any number of things. It's so, so important to do. So those are my three major audacious goals for this week. Another thing that I didn't state earlier was that 90-day reflection. I wanted to show it to you. Oh, look at this. Look at this. It's my habit tracker. We also sell our printable habit trackers. These are all 90 cents. 90 cents. You can have our habit tracker where we actually are able to write out the habit that you're trying to make or break, because some habits are not to just be made. Some habits are made to be broken. So one thing that I have here is to clean something every day. I love the idea of just being able to refresh something, clean something. It keeps me on top of the cleanliness that I like for my home or for my home office. So I have putting my clothes away. You guys, I have an amazing closet and I'm so spoiled. My husband has given me the big closet, but I have a hard time putting my clothes away at night. I would rather just put them on the couch or in the closet or on the ironing board or some other space other than away. And so I'm really trying to break that and make that a habit that I am breaking. And so our habit trackers are absolutely amazing way to kind of gamify the idea of breaking a habit, because it truly takes 21 days to make or break a habit, but it takes 90 days to change your life. You guys, I'm not saying something that I don't know. I'm not saying something that science can't back up. I'm saying that it is proven, scientifically proven, that you can change your life in 90 days as long as you have a plan. You can do anything with a plan. And so we created the reflection pages in our planner, in the very back of that planner, to reflect on how was your last 90 days? Did you meet your goals? So this says, did you achieve your top 3 goals in the past 90 days? If the answer is no, why? What happened? What challenges did you confront over the last 90 days? They're going to be challenges. This is not meant to be easy. This is meant to challenge you. So this is a space for you to be able to write out, what were those challenges that I faced? And like I said, this space was so cleansing for me at the end of my 90 days, because it gave me the opportunity to write down the things that I did wrong. So whenever I was ready to I was going to have to tackle that same goal again in my next 90 days, I knew what the missteps that I had made and I was able to self-correct. But if you don't actually identify what went wrong, you're never going to be able to correct yourself and get it right. It's impossible. My mental health has been, my spirituality has been, this is over the last 90 days. My self-care has been, and then my professional focus has been. This is the space where you're able to leave all of that information. And like I said, if you do not reflect on the challenges, because they're going to be challenges, you're never going to know how to step out and improve for the next phase of your journey.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you just saw a snippet, real live action plan with me, kind of going through the planner. I will be coming back more on this YouTube channel to show you how I will be planning out my 90 days with this specific 90-day planner. And I told you in the beginning of the podcast episode that there was going to be a special announcement. So last week, Deon shared that all of her planners are 90-day planners, specifically because, we do things in 90 days. It's easier for us to tackle that big elephant, by 90 days. But sometimes when you're in the digital planning space, you just kind of want to, me personally, you just kind of want to go all throughout the year and try to look at things. So Deon, what do you see developing for the digital planner, maybe with the 90-day type of planner deal, or are you thinking about going a little bit further with it, stretching it out to 6 months for people like me?
Yes, we're actually going to release our very first undated 365 digital planner at the end of this month.
This month?
This month. Oh, if it's a goal, we're taking it on ambitiously, honey. So last week we talked, and this is all charity, right? Last week we talked, and she was like, yeah, I really love the 90-day planner, but I wish it was 365, and because I would just use it, and then I would have to remove everything and then start it over. Then we had some women that come back and have to repurchase the digital planner. For our physical planner girls, it works absolutely seamlessly. But for our digital planner girls, we are actually going to expand it to be a 365 planner. So I am super excited about
Me
having our very
too.
first 365 product. It will still have a full 90-day vibe. Everything inside of it will be broken down into quarters. You will be able to attain your 90-day goals. You will find that same formula because that proven formula works, y'all. We're never going to stray far from the formula, but we want to be able to give the people what they want. Remember I said I like to give the girls what they want because I like what I want. I like everything from Burger King. Yes, extra sauce, extra tartar sauce, pickles, onions. I want it all. And so we want to be
You're
able
making me
to
hungry, actually.
right?
You're making me hungry right now. Just talking about
The pickles and
you're making me a
onions,
little
I'm
bit hungry
hungry.
right now.
But we
But
want to
I
be able
love
to give them
that.
what they want. I know. Isn't it exciting? So stay tuned at theambitionplanner.com or follow us on Instagram at The Ambition Planner. Our handle is the exact same over all platforms, including Pinterest and TikTok. You can find all of the updated information about when we're going to be releasing it, any promo codes, and we're actually going to be liquidating all of our 90-day digital planners. So if you want to try it before you buy it, but you not have to spend an extra coin, the time is now. Go ahead and get that.
And don't forget that when you purchase, when you go to the ambitionplanner.com website and you purchase any planner, make sure you use the DrCharityTV code. It's literally DrCharityTV. Make sure you use that code and you will get an additional 10% off. I am very, very excited about that. I'm going to use my code on myself when I purchase this 360.
I'm gonna use the code for
I'm
myself,
going to
my
use
own
my
self.
own code when I purchase
That's
this
it.
365-day planner. And, you know, people listen, like we talked about last week, as she said, this is a culturally inclusive planner. It is not just, I love what you said last week when you said many times people think that Black owned means Black only. And I believe that you all, especially in the planner community, I believe that you have seen that that is not the case with this planner and with this company and this brand. And so you hear it right here with Dr. Charity TV on the Leaders Lab. This is, and I said it last week, this is the only planner that I am going to purchase. And now with the fact that it's coming out with 365 days for the digital planner, which I told you, I only use digital planners now.
Yes.
I mean, it's a win-win. It's a win-win. So
then we offer
I am
dark
just so
mode,
excited.
pink mode, light mode planners. So we even are getting into the type of mode of planning. Pink mode is something that we're actually going to trademark because there is no such thing as pink mode in our digital world right now. So stay tuned. Everybody get off of that one because it's ours. We're going to trademark pink mode. Because we had our dark mode and we absolutely love it, but pink mode is just so girly, it's so luxe, and I absolutely love it.
I love it. And I'll be showing you all what the pink mode and the digital mode looks like on the digital planners. You can actually take a look right here. This is what they look like. This is the shot of the pink mode and this is the shot of the dark mode. Personally, I love dark mode. I don't know. I just like seeing like dark backgrounds with like color and light on top of, just writing it. It just gives you something different. It's definitely not the traditional way of seeing things. We usually have like white or some type of like cream color background where you just add dark colors on top. But I love flipping it. I love just switching it up and making it look all good and colorful.
Yeah, switch it up. You can have whatever you want.
Thank you so much for coming back for a second consecutive episode of the Leaders Lab podcast, doing a walkthrough of your planner. And I look forward to continuing to promote the Ambition Planner simply because I'm ambitious about my convictions. If I believe in something, then I don't have a problem with marketing it and promoting it. And then also there's that 365-day planner that's coming out. So, your girl is extra excited about that. So I'm just super excited. And like I said before, I'm definitely having you to come back on the Leaders Lab podcast, not even to just talk about the planner, but to talk about you as a multi-hyphenate, as a multi-passionate entrepreneur, how you got started and just the different things. And y'all, she has an insanely amazing story and background in marketing. So I think that's just going to be really awesome. So thank you once again for agreeing to return to the Leaders Lab podcast.
Thank you for having me, guys. Thanks so much again. I truly appreciate it. And you guys be blessed.
All right. Well, listen, guys, thank you so much for tuning into the 19th episode. I cannot believe that this has been 19 straight weeks of the Leaders Lab podcast. I mean, this is, you talk about consistency. I continue to publish and produce these podcasts even when I was in quarantine in Xiamen, when I was in the hospital in Xiamen. I mean, every week, guys. Do you realize how dedicated I am to you all? Every single week I have continued to produce. And honestly, I just want to say thank you all so much for being there for me, because especially during those dark times when I did not want to produce, I didn't want to do anything, it was showing up for you on the Leaders Lab podcast that helped me keep my sanity when I was in that isolation ward. I mean, it was really, really crazy. But now here we are, 19 episodes in. We're going to keep going, keep growing. And I'm just so excited. So please make sure that you subscribe to the Leaders Lab podcast. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Castbox. Also subscribe to to DrCharityTV YouTube channel, and you can add the playlist of the Leaders Lab podcast, the video podcast, so that you can continue to get updates and just see all of the episodes that we started since we did the video. So thank you for sharing this podcast so that we can continue to reach millennial global leaders all across the globe. I'm so excited for you being a part of my family. And I'll see you guys next week in the lab.
Thank you for listening to the Leaders Lab podcast. Visit our website at www.drcharitytv.com